Hi students, if you are new subscriber to my channel, hearty welcome to you. After watching this video, if the concept is clear to you, don't forget to give a like, share and subscribe Sharda Max Learn Concepts of Mathematics for more videos on more concepts. Let us go into the concept of this video. Cos of a minus b equal to cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Cos of a plus b equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Here a and b are two angles. When you find difference of two angles or sum of two angles, then those two angles are termed as compound angles. So we are going to study about the cosine of compound angles. That is, we are going to study about the cosine of sum of two angles, that is here a plus b, cosine of difference of two angles, that is a minus b. First let us study about cos of a minus b. Once you get this formula cos of a minus b, then we can easily get cos of a plus b. So first let us study about the cosine of difference of two angles. Using that formula we can easily get the cosine of sum of two angles. To study cos of a minus b, first draw a unit circle on a coordinate axis. So let us draw the unit circle. So this is x, O negative side of x, y, O negative side of y. Draw a unit circle of radius 1. Suppose the terminal ray is making an angle A. So let this be the A. Let the point at which the terminal ray intersects the circle be P1. Then the coordinates at this point will be, we have assumed that the terminal ray is making an angle A, is it not? So the coordinates at this point will be cos A sin A. Here the coordinates will be 1, 0. Let this point be P0. Now assume that the same terminal ray is making an angle B. So let this angle be B. Let this point be P2. The coordinates at this point will be cos A, cos B. We have assumed that the terminal ray is making an angle B, is it not? So the coordinates at this point will be cos B sin B. Suppose the terminal ray is making an angle between P1 and P2. That is, it is making an angle between these two angles, that is angle A and angle B. Between these two angles, suppose it is making another angle, and let the point at which it cuts the circle be P3. This whole angle is A, is it not? So this angle is B. Then the angle of P3 O P0 will be, this angle will be, it is nothing but whole angle minus this angle, is it not? So this whole the angle of P3 O P0 will be A minus B. So the coordinates at this point will be cos of A minus B sin of A minus B. Okay, we have assumed that if the terminal ray is making an angle between P1 and P2, between these two, that is between the angle A and B, it is again, suppose it is making an angle and it cuts the circle, intersects the circle at P3, intersects the circle at P3, then this angle is nothing but total angle minus this angle, is it not? So this is A minus B. We got this angle, then the coordinates of this point will be cos of A minus B, sine of A minus B. We got the coordinates at P1, P2, P3, is it not? Now, draw a line segment from P2 to P1. From P2 to P1, draw a line segment. Okay. Similarly, draw a line segment from P3 to P0. From here to here. P1 to P2, I have drawn one line segment. P3 to P0, I have drawn a line segment. These are nothing but the chord, is it not? So we draw a line segment such that they join the points which lie on the arc, is it not? Here P1 and P2 are 2 points which lie on the circular arc. So we have drawn a line segment from P1 to P2, which is nothing but a chord. Similarly, we drawn a line segment from P3 to P0. These P3 and this point P3 and P0 lie on the circular arc. So if you draw a line segment from here to here, this becomes a chord. Now, these two chords we can say equal if they make same angle at center O, is it not? So here the angle is A minus B. Here also the angle of P1 O P2 is also A minus B. So when these two angles are equal, then we can say that these two chords are equal. So chord P1 P2 is equal to chord P3 P0. This is one chord, is it not? P1 to P2 is P1 to P2 we have drawn one line segment, so this is a chord, that is chord P1 P2. P3 to P0 we have drawn a line segment, so P3 P0 is one chord. So these two chords are equal. Chord P1 P2 is equal to chord P3 P0. That is, it is nothing but the distance of P1 and P2 is equal to the distance of P3 and P0, is it not? The distance between P1 and P2, the length of this line segment, that is the distance between P1 and P2 is same as the distance between P3 and P0. So distance formula, you know that we know that if you want to find a distance between 2 points, that is if x1, y1, x2, y2 are 2 points, if you want to find a distance between these 2 points, then the distance formula is nothing but square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Using this formula, we are going to find the distance between P1 and P2, P3 and P0. Okay? So here P1 coordinates are cos A, sin A. P2 coordinates are cos B, sin B. So chord P1, P2 is nothing but square root of x2. These cos A and sin A are x1, y1. Here the coordinates are imagine that these are x2, y2. These are the 2 points, is it not? We are going to find the distance between this and this. So the distance of P1, P2 is nothing but square root of cos B. This is x2, is it not? Cos minus cos A whole square plus sin B minus sin A whole square. This is equal to square root of, here from P3 to P0, this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2, is it not? So square root of 1 minus cos of A minus B whole square plus 1 minus 0 minus y2 is 0, is it not? So 0 minus, here y2 is sine of A minus B, sine of A minus B whole square. So now squaring on both sides, we will get cos square cos B minus cos A whole square plus sin B minus sin A whole square equal to 1 minus cos of A minus B whole square plus 0 minus sin of A minus B is nothing but minus sin of A minus B whole square. Using the unit circle, we got cos B minus cos A whole square plus sin B minus sin A whole square is equal to 1 minus cos of A minus B whole square plus minus sin of A minus B whole square. Now let us expand this cos B minus cos A whole square using the formula, algebraic formula, that is A minus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB. Here A is cos B and B is cos A. Is it not? Using this expression, we are going to expand this cos B minus cos A whole square. So this becomes cos square B plus cos square A minus 2 into cos A cos B. Similarly, sin B minus sin A whole square is of the form A minus B whole square. Is it not? So let us expand this also. So this becomes plus sin square B plus sin square A minus 2 into sin A sin B. This is equal to this is also of the form A minus B whole square, is it not? In place of A, here it is 1, and in place of B, it is here it is cos of A minus B whole square. So let us expand this. So this becomes 1 plus cos square A minus B minus 2 into cos of A minus B plus here minus sin of A minus B whole square is nothing but sin square A minus B. Now, if you observe, here cos square B is there, here sin square B is there, here cos square A is there, here sin square A is there, cos square of A minus B is there, here sin square of A minus B is also there. So we have cos with the same angle, sin with the same angles in this equation, is it not? So we already learned in trigonometric identities that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Is it not? Here in place of theta, B, the angle is B. If you take angle B, then cos square B plus sin square B is 1. If you take in place of angle theta as A, cos square A plus sin square A is 1. So you can get cos square plus cos square B plus sin square B as 1, that is 1, plus cos square A plus sin square A as 1. So this is also 1. So using this one, this trigonometric identity, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. I am just taking in the place of theta the angles here. Here that angle, first we have taken the angle as B. So if you observe, this is of the form cos square B plus sin square B is 1. Next, cos square A plus sin square A is 1. Next, left is nothing but minus 2 of cos A cos B minus 2 sin A sin B equal to 1. Here also, if you take the angle as A minus B, then sin square of A minus B plus cos square of A minus B is nothing but 1. So this is again becomes 1 plus 1 minus 2 cos of A minus B. So using the trigonometry, in this step we have used the trigonometry identity, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. In place of theta we have taken as angle A, angle B and angle A minus B, and using this trigonometric identities we got the result as 1 plus in place of we got the result as 2 minus, this is 1 plus 1, is it not? 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2. 2 minus 2 cos A cos B minus 2 sin A sin B equal to 2 minus 2 cos of A minus B. So here 2 cancels. Now divide throughout with minus 2. When you divide throughout with minus 2, this becomes cos A cos B plus, we are dividing with minus 2, is it not? So this becomes, if sin A sin B equal to cos of A minus B. So we got cos of A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So finally we got the result, cos of A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. This cos of difference of two angles, that is A minus B, is true for any angle, for all angles of A and B. That is, if you take any angle as A or any angle as B, you will get the same result. That is, cos of A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Here minus sign is there, here you will get plus. Now using this, let us calculate cos of A plus B. We got cos of A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Now let us calculate cos of A plus B. This cos of A plus B can be written as cos of A minus into minus B. Is it not? I have written this plus B as minus of minus B. Then this is quite similar to cos of A minus B. In place of A, here it is A. In place of B, here it is minus B. So using this formula, this becomes cos A cos of minus B plus sin A sin of minus B. So this is equal to cos of minus B is nothing but cos B only. We have learnt in the video, that is trigonometric ratios of aligned angles. Is it not? So cos of minus B is cos B. So this is cos A cos B. Now here sin of minus B. Sin of minus B is minus sin B. Is it not? So this becomes, which we learnt in the previous video, that is trigonometric ratios of aligned angles. We have learned that sin of minus theta will be minus sin theta. So this becomes minus sin B. So this is nothing but minus sin A sin B. So we got cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Okay, we got the two results, cos A plus B, cos A minus B. That is difference of two angles, cosine of difference of two angles, cosine of sum of two angles. So this cos of A minus B and cos of A plus B, these two formulas are true for all values of A and B. You can take either positive number or negative number or 0. The formula is true. So you can use this formula for any angle, either 0, positive or negative numbers. That is, cos of A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B. Here plus is that, so you will get minus sin A sin B. Okay. Hope you have understood how to get the cosine of sum of two angles as well as cosine of difference of two angles in this video. Please like, share and subscribe Sharda Maths. Learn concepts of mathematics for more videos on more concepts. Thank you.